Hello everybody, Devon Miller here, and welcome to yet another video in my YouTube series about my guitar rig. And today we are going to be taking a look at the second effect in the signal chain of the Digitech 2120 effects processor, and that effect is the wah-wah.
Psst, H. Psst, K. Oh, good grief. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. We were playing hangman. Studying? Oh, yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right. We should have been studying.
So the wah-wah effect in the Digitech 2120 effects processor is not quite as fancy as what you might get with a dedicated wah-wah pedal, like say, a Dunlop, Crybaby, Voodoo Labs, whatever. They tend to have a few more bells and whistles on them than what I've got here. But for what I use it for, it covers the bases and gets the job done.
If Bill Foster's out of town and Grace Foster stayed here and Ricky said he was going down to talk to Fred and he went to Grace Foster's apartment instead, he must have a good, simple, logical explanation for it.
Oh, Lucy, you sure are sensible.
So the wah-wah effect in the Digitech 2120 effects processor has three controls on it. The first control is the on/bypass control, which basically means, when it's set to on, the guitar signal is passing through the wah-wah effect. And when it is set to bypass, the guitar signal passes by the wah-wah unaffected. Now, it's pretty inconvenient to run back to the Digitech and manually turn that on and off from the control panel. So what I do is I actually map this control to one of the buttons on my foot pedal through MIDI. And it's pretty simple to do. Basically, I just select the control that I want to map. I go over here to the assign button and press that. And then it puts that wah on/bypass control into one of the MIDI control cues. And right now I've got it set to the continuous controller number 15, which I can adjust that, put it to a different number if I want to, but right now I've got it to 15, which corresponds to the number 15 button on my foot pedal. And when the MIDI control for that number 15 is set to minimum, then the wah-wah is bypassed. When it is set to its maximum, the wah-wah effect is on. And just to quickly demonstrate how that works, I'll go back to the effects screen. And so when I've got it set to bypass on the foot pedal, the wah-wah effect in the Digitech is bypassed. And when I select that foot pedal number 15 to be on, it turns on the wah-wah effect in the Digitech, and the guitar signal passes through the wah-wah.
Hey, can't you read?
Fine day for penguins. Yo, my criminal co-conspirators. We meet as planned.
The next control is the pedal control. Basically, this controls the sweep of the wah-wah effect, the frequencies that are being accented by the wah-wah. And once again, it's very inconvenient to control the sweep by running back to the Digitech and spinning that control back and forth. So once again, I map this control to, actually it's this expression pedal that I have on my foot pedal that is tied into the back of the Rocktron foot pedal. And I may get into that, how that's all tied together in a future video. But for right now, just know that this foot pedal doesn't have any audio going through it. It's actually tied into this and becomes a MIDI expression pedal. So to map this control to that pedal, once again, I just select the control that I want to map. Over here to the assign button, it puts the pedal control into the MIDI queue, and right now I've got it selected to continuous controller number 16, and that corresponds to this foot pedal here, which I also have set to number 16 through the Rocktron MIDI page. And as you can see, the minimum value is set to 1, which is the bottom of the pedal sweep, and the maximum is set to 128, which is the top of the pedal sweep. So if we go back to the effects screen, I can show you how that works.
Cassandra, I love you. You may not believe it, but I love you. Am I supposed to just turn my back and leave? Am I supposed to be a man? Am I supposed to say, that's okay, I don't mind? I don't mind. Well, I mind. I mind big time. And you know what the worst part of all is? I never learned to read.
That true?
Yes, everything except the reading part.
And the final control decides how the sweep happens on the pedal. Is it linear, which means that the wah-wah effect is evenly distributed across the entire sweep of the pedal? Or it could be toe heavy, meaning that the majority of the wah-wah effect is going to be towards the area of the pedal where the toe is almost down. Or it could be heel heavy, meaning that the majority of the wah-wah effect is going to be more to the side of the pedal where the heel is down.
Pa, what's the young'un gonna do for milk? Dad burned cows plumb out yonder in the barn.
Keep me covered, Ma. Thank you, ma'am. Milkman.
So since there are no presets for the wah-wah effect, let's move right along to how I use it live. I do use this effect for a handful of songs, and one of the more prominent ones would be the guitar solo and Play That Funky Music, which I opened the video with. Another song would be in the verses of the song 1999 by Prince. So we're going along. Everybody's got a bug, you can all die any day. And then I kick the wah-wah in and do this little guitar fill. And then, before I leave the house, I dance my life away. And then I hit the wah-wah again and do this other guitar fill.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby, cry for me. Come on, cry!
Deep in the recesses of my brain, a tiny red-hot little flame began to grow.
Another song that I would sprinkle a little bit of wah-wah in is the song You Might Think by the Cars. So after the second chorus, before we go into the guitar solo, there's a little quiet part in there. So, we're going, you might think I'm crazy, all I want is you. And then I kick the wah-wah in, and it's so hard to think. There's no escape without a trace. But you kept it going till the sun fell down. Kept it going. And then so on and so on.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a peach.
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you. Now you start using your head. That's that lump that's 3 feet above your ass. Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Why don't you leave her alone, Jimmy?
Oh, you zip it, Doris. Rogers Hornsby was my manager, and he called me a talking pile of pig shit. And that was when my parents drove all the way down from Michigan to see me play the game. And did I cry? No. No. And you know why?
No.
Because there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball. No crying.
Another song that would have a little bit of wah-wah sprinkled into it is Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. So when we get into the second guitar break, kick on the wah-wah and play this part. And then kick the wah-wah off. And the song goes on and on.
I cannot self-terminate. You must lower me into the steel.
No.
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry.
No, it'll be okay. Stay with us. It'll be okay.
I have to go away.
No, don't do it. Please, don't go.
I must go away, John.
No! No, wait. Wait, you don't have to do this.
Sorry.
No, don't do it. Don't go.
It has to end here.
I order you not to go. I order you not to go. I order you not to go.
I know now why you cry. But it's something I can never do.
I've also used the wah-wah on the song Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. Towards the end of the song, there's this big guitar solo, and about halfway through, kick on the wah-wah, and we have some fun.
figured since you were the one who got my pal in trouble, you might want to help get him out. I can pay you.
Save your money for a pair of elevator shoes.
I know now you don't! Oh! No! My stogie! Wah!
And finally, I would use the wah-wah effect on all of the electric guitar parts of the song The Joker by Steve Miller Band. Of course, I do have some other effects going on along with it, but right now we're focusing on the wah-wah effect.
You're my... See, that's what I think it is, Damien. I think it's the line.
Yeah?
I don't know if Four Leaf would say that. Would he? Four Leaf?
Were you crying when your hairs blew up?
No. See,
No.
he didn't. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it just,
So
that's
now
what
we
it
in
feels
rewrites,
like.
right?
Where you going?
Let's rewrite it. Action Jackson can't cry. That's what's going down.
I'll you know what, Kirk? I'm ready to do the scene.
Hey, what
I'm in
scene?
it.
The scene was about emotionality. Where is it? Now it's time to flip the script. Be until Chinese New Year wait for my man to cry.
Well, that pretty much does it for the wah-wah effect of the Digitech 2120 effects processor. Please, as always, throw a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below to let me know what you're thinking about, ask a question, let me know what you like about this series, what you don't like, make a request for something that I haven't covered yet. Like I said before, I usually try to respond to each and every comment that comes in. I'm happy to hear from you. So until next time, goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.